It's fine. We're small fry. My name's David, and you are?
Phil Meller, lead designer.
Lead designer, okay.
Yeah.
So let's start by, can you tell us a bit about what you do as lead designer?
Well, to be honest, what I do, it's a multitude of things, like spread over the board. The start of this year, I was working with the writers a lot. It's keeping me busy because the story is vast. And it's just keeping an overview of the whole project, basically.
Right.
So which involves, working on ship specs, character specs, keeping an eye on the levels.
Okay. So have you had anything to do with the, the standardization of the ship design standardization and the FPS? They're all moving to the same process?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I spend most of the time, it's on the ship side of things.
Ship side? Okay.
Yeah. So, where's the cap ships? Cap ships is a huge challenge because it's not just a couple of, cheap interiors. It's not a hangar bay, then you go to a bunk room and, briefing room. These things are vast. You've got the engine room, everything, all the turrets to deal with. It just goes on and on.
So how are those coming?
Well, we spent a lot of time on the Pegasus escort carrier. That thing's vast. But then that's a beautiful ship.
They're all beautiful. It's too.
Yeah. Well, we had Ryan Church working on that thing, so it was, yeah. So it was awesome. We got to speak with the guy, and this is Ryan Church. I was nervous. And he's like, Ryan, the corridors, there's a bit of a problem. He was like, how do you tackle that? This is Ryan Church. He's like, he was the nicest guy, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, I can change that, I can do this, I can do that. I'll send you some images, and you get the images, and it's like, holy cow, this guy's a pro.
Jeez, that's awesome.
Yeah, and he was working on the Star Wars flick at the time, so we were trying to get info out of him, but he wasn't telling us anything.
Why? Well, what can you tell us about what? Well, I guess you can't really tell us anything about what's coming. So
nothing.
No, but what can you tell us about the work that's gone into what we'll hopefully see later today?
Yeah, it was, you'll get to see the Idris, which is the player's first base ship. And this thing started off as a small Corvette. And we got our hands on it, and it just grew, started putting weight on.
So are you doing that to the freelancer as well?
Yeah, we're mucking around with the freelancer, yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, it's not going to get bigger, but it'll be a nice ship.
Good.
Yeah, if you bought a freelancer, you'll be happy.
Good, because I'm waiting for some freelancer news.
Yeah, it's tracked out, but it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some stuff on it the other day, and there's some concepts of the interior, and it was a thing of beauty.
Oh, sometimes I just want to have a camera inside CIG offices and just watch and see, but I guess we almost do with the community team and all that. How do you feel about the amount of community interaction and how much gets shown to the community with Star Citizen?
It's great, I love it. It's all new to me, but no, it's nice. I love it when the backers come in, because it's the enthusiasm these guys have got. I've never had that before. You work in a vacuum most of the time.
Yes.
But now these guys come in and you see the passion, and these guys, they know so much. If you can get caught out, yeah, it's impressive. But no, it's nice. It's just the passion they've got. Okay. And hopefully I'm going to get to meet a few of them tonight.
I hope to meet a few of them later too. We thought we were going to be doing interviews with the fans beforehand, and this is amazing.
No, I was looking at the outfits before. There's some really good outfits.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen any. I've been in here the entire time. What have you worked on before you came to Star Citizen? What did you do beforehand?
Yeah, well, I've known Chris since the early days. Okay. So he was doing the Wing Commander games, and I was dying to work on them. I used to love playing them. I said, "Come on, give me the call. I want to work on them." But I didn't get my chance then. But then Starlighter came along, and it was it was Chris's successor to the Wing Commander games. Yeah. So I got to work on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was great fun. And it was what I like about this is that it's the natural progression. It's I get to do all the things I dreamed about on Starlancer, and now I'm getting to live out the dream, basically. At the start, I did a game called Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter. It was like similar to this, but it's like the basic version. Yeah, it was a few years too early, but yeah, that was good fun. And I had a lot of unfinished business with that, and now I'm getting to resolve it.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, this is the dream gig for me. I've been waiting for this for years.
What did it feel like the first time if you followed the games before, what was meeting Chris like for the first time?
Well, I met Chris at the age of 5.
Okay. So what was it? Do you remember what?
I remember actually, yeah. I remember him and his brother, yeah, because his parents lived just around the corner from us, and then we did. There was a car share, for the kids going to school.
Right.
Then I met Chris, and I think everyone was only about 3 at the time. So I was doing the car share with Chris, and I was just intrigued because he was American. He was the first American I'd ever met.
Right.
And half American. And it was just intriguing. And then it turned out we had a lot of the similar interests. We were children of the 70s, so every kid back then was like a complete war nut, just World War II everywhere.
Yeah.
So we just soak it up, and then we'd sit together for hours just drawing pictures. And then I think about 77 Star Wars came out. So then after that we were Star Wars nuts, and we'd sit there building these models. And I'd build these, not crappy models, but they were okay. I'd build these spaceships, then Chris would go and paint them. Right. And we had these big ideas. We're going to make these, these little mini films and stuff, but it didn't happen. But kind of doing it now.
Yeah, you're making ships.
Yeah. We were doing it at the age of 10. Now we're still doing it.
That's like that. That must feel complete. I guess I don't know. Like.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I saw him. He was watching a video before, and he was getting all giddy about. He was doing the sound effects. A ship was coming into land, and he was doing the sound effects, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, it's nice. He's still got that childlike passion for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to sit with us. I'm gonna take a second and try and figure out what I'm doing next, because, man.
Yeah. Who do you want next?